Okay, everyone. I hope this video finds you live and well. Um, don't mind my mouse. I'm currently still on the Facebook tab trying to get everything sorted. Um, and if you hear weird sound in the background, that's my heater. It's cold. It's trying to snow again. Um, so that's always fun. As you can see, I have Gilded pulled up. So if you're curious about anything, please just wait till the very end, because I'll be going over quite a bit in the video itself. Um, so don't worry, I will get you. I will get to some questions later on. So let me just pull up Gilded. So this is Gilded. Now, when you first make a Gilded server, and I have not done so, so I'm going to create a server. This is the process. So you don't have to upload. You can always do it later. So we're going to create a test server. You don't need to add any of the games. You can add those later. There's the server link, and continue. So, initially, when you make your server, you get two automatic bots. You get the ChatGPT bot and the XP bot. Chat just tells you everything, basically what your first server looks like, how to get it set up, and so on. This is your overview. As you can see, one of the best things about Gilded that you have to pay for on Discord, and you don't, from my experience with Discord servers that have this, they don't really have that big of a banner. The banner is usually reserved for up here. So you can upload a banner, you can upload your icon, you can post announcements here to the overview. Over here you can click these three little dots, click edit. You can pretty much tell everybody what your server is about. It will tell you when your server was first founded, Twitter handle, Facebook name, YouTube URL, and your Twitch handle. Because, yes, fun fact everybody, Gilded is Twitch integratable, so you can advertise your Gilded server just as quickly as you can your Discord. I'm not sure why so many people don't know this. You have your members section. You can do applications. Now, what this is why I like Gilded. For every person who has a Discord server, you may know and be aware of people who've been pretending to be in servers when they actually aren't. These people are spammers, they're scammers, they're people saying, hey, if you commission me, I can give you an amazing Twitch overlay, and it's usually out of the blue that these people do this. So you're left going, who are you? So if you're like me, you'll pull up their profile and you'll go to mutual friends, mutual servers, and usually they will say that they are a part of a server you are in. But when you go look for them in that server, they're not. I do believe this is a bot designed by Discord to do this. I'm not sure if it's an actual human being. And if it's a bot, it would be nice for Discord to, say, hey, yeah, we're doing this so that we can test to see how good our bot system is. But if it's not, then it's really annoying. And this is where your application process on Gilded comes into play. You can say your recruitment is open, or you can close it. Recruitment is closed. This means that, say you only want like 50 people in the server for a while. You can close that. You can close recruitment. If you want to have more, you can open it and it will say recruitment is open. You can edit your applications. Why do you want to join our server? You can give a short answer, long answer, single choice, multiple choice, single select. Passing. So, and if you hear other noises in the background, I do have a litter box in my bedroom / office so that the cats don't fight with my mom's cat. So, do forgive me if you hear any weird sounds. So you have your audit log. You can see everything you've ever done. And I will try to get on top of the cats so that way it doesn't sound as annoying. Bassett! Just like that. So your audit log tells you what you've done. And I do believe only your administrative team and your moderation team can see this. You can also turn it off so that they don't see the audit log. But it's usually a good idea for your moderators and the rest of your administrative team to see this, so that way they know what's happened. Because it will also tell you who's been removed, who's been added, when they were added, so on and so forth. Now, when you first create your Gilded channel, you are given you automatically get a channel. I'm just going to delete it so that for the sake of, my sanity. This is your channel settings. As you can see, archive channels. It just basically tells you what's been archived. You can create a channel. Now you may be wondering, wait a minute, how do I create categories? Well, it's very easy. It's the same as Discord. You right click, create category, insert category name. We're just going to call it a test because that's what this server is. I love the ping sound. The ping sound, it does my soul very good. So once you have that, you can create the chat server thing. We're going to call it a test again. Now, here's where Gilded has a few one-ups on Discord. You have your chat, which is basically a place for everyone to have conversation over messages. You can have discussions in threads to keep everything organized. Streaming, share your screen or cam in real time. You can stream together with a group of friends simultaneously. And as you can see, over here, Gilded offers you I call it a preview of what that server is going to look like. You have a voice. Again, it's showing you what it looks like. Talk to each other using voice chat, nested voice rooms, let you organize groups of people chatting even further. You have a calendar. You can plan out and schedule events, always know what's next with automatic reminders. So, say you have a birthday coming up, you want to celebrate it. You can add a calendar and you can pop your birthday in there and it'll automatically remind everybody in your server. Scheduling, slot in time to coordinate availability with others, find the best time and create an event for it. Again, not everybody is on when you want to live stream with them. People do work, people do sleep, people have lives. So this makes it easy to schedule a stream together, and then if something comes up, you can remove it, cancel it, bump it forward to another date, whatever. Hi, Nunu. Announcements. Now, you do get the overview, which you can post an announcement too. But the announcements channel is a good idea to have, even though I really don't like having it because I use the overview quite a bit. make official posts for members to see. Basically the same thing that you do in Discord. Forums. This is fun. This is a lot of fun. Post topics and reply to each other in a structured format. Pin topics of interest or importance to the top. So you could have a rule forum. You could have an about forum. Like the list of forums is endless, and I love it. I don't use it often, but don't let that fool you. I do love this. List. I never use the list, but here's what it is. Keep track of reminders, to-dos, and everything in between. Threads keep conversation intact. Check it off when it's done. Basically, this is kind of like another scheduling and calendar type of thing, but if you have like a to-do list, it's kind of ties into, like in my mind and in my opinion, it does tie into like scheduling and the calendar, but whatever. Documents, you can write documents for others to read and comment on, automatically saves drafts and more. So basically, if you want to expand on your rules and just explain them a bit better, like create a whole TOS and code of conduct and so on, you can create a document that everybody can read. They can either comment on it or you can turn commenting off on it, so on and so forth. Media, a collection of pics and videos. Leave comments and share your favorites. As you can see, this is basically what it would look like. Just a lot of media that's been added. So we're going to do a channel type, and we're just going to call it a chat. We're going to make it public, and we're going to hit create. So this is what it would look like. You just random, yeah. Anyways, it's like any chat channel that you would have on Discord. So there's that. Now you can invite people, manage bots. Now settings, this is where things get really interesting. In your overview, you can add your banner. You can add your avatar for your server. You can change your server name. You can tell everybody about it. There is a limit, so once this little circle thingy here fills up, that's it. This is your URL. This is how you find it. This is what it would look like as a URL. Landing channels. Obviously, I don't have one set up because it's not there. Server type. Is it a team, an organization, community, clan, guild, friends, streaming, other? Here's your time zones. So this actually comes in handy because when you post, I do believe it would post from your end at least, from your time zone. I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure how this works. Default notification settings. This will be the default notification setting for members who join your server. Members can override default notification settings with their own notification settings. So basically, they can turn their own notification settings off. Here's a fun thing. Servers get tiresome after a while. And people grow. They drift away from their server. They drift away from gaming in general because life. I know when Mixer shut down, I had high hopes, probably a little too high, that several servers I was a part of would continue as normal, but they would continue over on Twitch. At the time, I was on a very bad computer, and Twitch would lag. It would lag horribly. I couldn't watch anyone. So I eventually had to drift away because my computer just couldn't handle it. It couldn't handle Twitch. For whatever reason, nobody knows. But when I got a new computer, and I was able to start watching Twitch, I noticed some of my favorite streamers from Mixer were no longer active. If they were, they weren't as active as they used to be. So their servers started to see less and less people online. And it sucks. It really does suck. Because you're a part of the community, either as a moderator or as a member, and you went from a community that was active every day to a community that no longer interacts with each other. And I know transferring ownership to somebody else can be scary because they can turn around and just revamp everything about the server. They can make it their own, so on and so forth. And that goes with the territory of transferring ownership. But in many cases, having that revamp is a good thing. It keeps your community active. So down here, you are given the option to disband your server or transfer ownership. I would not transfer ownership to someone very lightly. Make sure this is a person you trust. Make sure this is a person your server trusts, your community trusts, and that, say for example, you want to come back later on, they'd be willing to hand that ownership back over to you without a fuss. Because if they don't, just remember you've lost your server, basically. So next up is the roles. This is the part that I love. This part tickles my fancy in so many ways. So, as you can see, the captain role is a solid color. Your colors are warrior blue, assassin gray, bard green, druid orange, paladin pink, sage purple, commander turquoise, monk turquoise, sorcerer purple, clerk purple, rogue orange, ranger green, berserker gray, and knight blue. Hey, if you want to keep your colors solid, by all means, but I'm not like most people. I go with the gradients. And you can choose your own color combination up here. Just make sure you don't do it too dark, otherwise nobody is going to see it, as you can see. So, anyways, I chose that weird color combination to show you that the captain changed color. You have sunset, parrot, Ireland, sunrise, purple haze, neon future, which I love this color, beachside, blue skies, chrome, greenery, gold, cotton candy, which appeals to so many people on so many levels, grape, or mint. Now, I love neon future, so I'm just going to stick with that. You can add another roll, so we're just going to leave it as a test, because I want to show you guys what can be done in the test roll, like once I get everything sorted here. So we are going to go to a gradient, and we're going to make it a mint. We're going to save our changes. So you don't want to change too much over here. As you see this, just leave it as is for the most part. Because what you'll do next for each server will override all of this. And yes, as people have noticed, we have Whisper somewhere, wherever it went. It was just here. I just seen it. I blinked. So, for the most part, just ignore this. Where'd it go? Oh, so, yeah, we do have Whisper as a voice channel. But anyways, for the most part, just ignore this. Pretty much everything is set as you need it. So you have groups. You can create a subgroup within your server. So say you want an Assassin's Creed group, but you don't want to make another server for it, and you don't want to make it this like a gilded server channel. You can make a group for it, where everything you talk about is just about Assassin's Creed. I love this idea. Now, you can make this as a subscription only, which we'll get to that in a hot minute. Or a perk only, or whatever. I don't use groups very often, as you can tell. Your emotes, pretty much the same. You can upload your emojis that you've made or had people make or downloaded. Like, there's a Discord download option for server emojis that do work on Gilded, thank God. So you can import an external emote pack, so on and so forth. The privacy of your group, you can set it to private. People may only join the server with an invite, and your server can't be previewed. People may only join the server with an invite, which is your default setting. Open entry, people can join the server without an invite. You can make your server discoverable. Your server will show up in Gilded directories and search results. Private servers cannot be discovered. Notifications. Now, if I had my notice set to all new content, I would go insane. Because every time someone posts, comments, whatever, you get pinged. And I go nuts. I would not sleep. So you can leave it as is. Put it as mentions, which is what I do 95% of the time. Unless someone's directly talking to me or mentions me, like mentions me, just don't even, no. I turn this stuff off, and I leave it as mentions only. You will only be notified if you're mentioned. As I said, all new content, you'll be notified for every message. Literally. All you will hear, if you have a server on Discord of 50 plus people, and they come to your Gilded, all you will hear is ping, 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 ping. If you want to live and keep your sanity, you'll turn it to mentions only. Otherwise, you'll need a bubble padded room with bubble wrap. Nothing, basically you won't receive notifications from the server. You will still see unread indicators, basically, if you have a message and you haven't read it. So we're going to save that. Integrations. You can import your Discord server template, automatically import server channels, categories, and roles. Twitch extension, add your Gilded server, personal profile, and upcoming events to your Twitch channel. Patreon, turn on all sorts of cool integrations by connecting your Patreon account to Gilded. I do not use Patreon, I use Ko-fi. Buy me a Ko-fi anytime. Patreon is just so horrible on so many levels. The amount of money they take versus the amount of money you need to make just to survive is astounding. So they're kind of they're shady. Widgets, I have no idea what a widget is. So yeah, it's one of those things. Webhooks, another thing I don't know about. If anybody knows what a webhook is, you're welcome to explain it, because all this is basically just a copy and paste of Discord's explanation, and yeah. Level rewards, you can add a level reward. A level reward allows you to unlock roles for members who reach a specified level. Your server's bots give members XP when they send messages or do other activities. Subscriptions, oh my god, I love this. This is something Discord does not have, to my knowledge. They might through Nitro, but I'm not a part of a server big enough to see it, so yeah. Making it easy to turn your passion into revenue. The best way to earn sustainable revenue and create a rewarding experience for your most supportive members. Build a recurring revenue stream. add custom rewards for members, make more with less fees. So if you hover over that, fair and simple pricing, Gilded only takes 2.5% after payment processing fees, half the amount taken by popular alternatives like Patreon. And this is why I love Gilded. But I also love Ko-fi, so buy me a Ko-fi. You can enable your subscriptions. There is a gold, bronze, and silver tier. You can set the pricing for whatever you want, whatever amount you want. So this is why I love this. I just love this. Anyways, moving on. Invites. You can see who's all in here. You can manage all your invites here. You can create new invite codes or delete existing ones. Bans from your server are shown here. You can manage or revoke them. So basically, if you revoke a ban, that means that person gets to come back to your server, and it is snowing again. No wonder it just dropped in temperature. So there's that. So I wanted to show you how to channel settings. So you can enable slow mode up to 1 hour. Channel topic. This is what basically all the channels have. Permissions. Now you can add a member. We're going to add the captain. And here's where the glory starts. This is why I love Gilded. As the captain, who here remembers having to go through Discord and clicking these individually? You have over 100 channels in your server, and you're having to make sure that each one is correct. Say you're a new person to setting up a Discord server and you don't know how to do integrations. You don't know how to sync a role. I still haven't figured out role syncing yet, so that's a thing. You click all these individually. It can take hours. And by the end of the day, you're left wanting to throw your computer into a trash bin and set it on fire. So what do? One easy click. Literally, everything is enabled. If you are the captain, you have full control of your ship. You have full control of what goes on. You can go back to default settings. You can disable those settings, and you can enable all those settings. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the test bot. Now for your members, leave it as default. Otherwise, they don't get to see what's going on at all. Sorry, Loki. That was my mistake. So it's the test. For most part, most people will turn these off individually so that people, can't do that. But they can show messages, upload media, create threads, send threads in messages, send messages in threads. Wow. I turn private messaging off because, we're a community. We should be able to engage with each other. I then turn manage messages off, manage threads off, and this off for, say this was just a regular member of the group. I turn these off because I want to be able to see what's going on. I do not want a fight to ensue and have that member be able to remove their messages. So all this is disabled. All this is enabled. I'm not sure why this is disabled. I'm not sure why it's always grayed out. So, apparently this is for public channels. It can't be modified. So public channels have to be, I do believe, private in order for these to, for this part here at least, to be turned on. And that's the only kick in the gut that I don't like, because then your members who join can't read what happened prior, to my knowledge. I could be wrong. So that's the only thing. You can save your permissions, click off of that, and there you go. So, for those who are wondering, Gilded was formed March 17th, 2017, so almost 6 years ago. I do believe we're going into 7. I could be wrong. It is compatible with your Windows, Linux, Mac OS, Android, and iOS. So you can download Gilded to your cell phone, your Apple cell phone as well, or your cell phone, whatever. I own an Android, okay? I go to Walmart, I buy a cell phone for less than $100. I am not spending $1,000 on a cell phone, because that to me is just stupid. It is Discord's biggest competitor, even though it's literally it's one of the better kept secrets. Very few people know about Gilded. So partnering with Gilded is actually fairly easy to do once you get a community that's active. It was developed by Gilded Incorporation, which has been an independent product group of the Roblox Corporation since August 16th, 2021. So basically, the Roblox Corporation either paid into or bought a share of Gilded Incorporation. I'm not 100% sure. It focuses on competitive and esport games, but like you can use Gilded for anything. This is the Maya group. I do believe it's for a bot. I'm just gonna mark it all as red because I have no idea what it's for. Here's 2 people that I follow on Discord, and well, Storm's on Discord and he's also on Twitch. Hellion is not. This is Hellion's group. So he is currently offline because he is at work today, but he is a Gilded partner. So if anyone has actual questions that I did not answer, you can ask Hellion. He will explain everything better than I have, or probably could, because he joined Gilded before I did. And yeah, he's also a SharePlay. I do believe he's a SharePlay partner, but I could be wrong. SharePlay is another live streaming platform that's slowly coming into its own. It's slowly coming out of production. So this is his channel. As you can see, he's got quite a bit going on. He also has a group called the Starfield Immortal. Like, Starfield, it's a game, I guess. I don't know. I'm just here. I just hang out. I just come here to annoy people. Here's everybody who's here. Lou, you don't need to dig to China. So this is my server. Very simple. Stop digging to China. I will spray you with the water bottle. So I haven't done too much on the overview announcements channel. This is the landing zone, the rules and information zone, the introduction zone. As you can see, you can create a topic, the introduction form. It's pinned. This is what, I love forums again. So that's the welcome channel, or category, I should say. The information shows my social medias. As you can see, I have a lot. I'm on a lot of platforms. New videos. It's not as active as my Discord. I'm going to eventually get all the Discord videos that are on my Discord server onto here as well. Going live, I haven't announced that because there's only me and my friend Loki, and she is currently at work. This is a thing. I am not sorry. I love Michael Sheen. So, I especially love Lucian from Underworld, so a lot of people know my weakness. I expect Michael Sheen love on my birthday, okay? um, so this is my boutique. There's not much announcements. I do have to get everything over from my Discord onto here. The brand information, as you can see, it's all here. Merch previews, I haven't done much. Giveaways, again, haven't done much. I have a mods room, absent mods. Like, if you're going to be away, please let us know so that, you know, the members aren't tagging you expecting a reply. Mods chatter. Members have no way of seeing any of what goes on in here unless I accidentally live stream it. And thankfully, there's nothing going on in here, so my mods, especially Loki, who is a mod, there's nothing incriminating in here. There's no discussions on who was banned and why. The living room, general chatter. We had a glitch in the Matrix, so she was letting me know that hey, I can't chat, and she was letting me know on Discord, and I was like, what? What did I do wrong when I was setting up permissions? You have a safe space to chat about pretty much everything. Just make sure you use appropriate trigger warnings and stuff. The game room, gaming chat whips, gaming chatter, gaming help. I did have it named Stray, which is a video game that came out last year. So I renamed it to Gaming Help because, you know, reasons. Creative Hub, self-promote, promote yourself, obviously. That can be your Twitch channel, your live streams, so on and so forth. This also includes commission work that you can do. Like, say you're doing Twitch overlays or overlays in general. Here you go. This is the place to do it. Clips and highlights from pretty much anything. I clip so many live streams that it's funny as hell, because then at the end of each year I compile all those clips into one big ass YouTube movie video thing. And so yeah, I have fun. and it's a form of promotion for those I like. Miscellaneous photos, pretty much anything that you don't think is art and isn't a fur kid goes in here. So selfies, what the hell was that last night type of video or photo or whatever. Your fur kids go in here. You can create a topic all about your fur kids. Art share, another topic thing. So that is Gilded, and it has a lot of things. I'm gonna go and show you my application forms. Welcome to the Khaleesi Pack. We are a group of like-minded people who share a strong passion for video gaming, artwork, and for helping small businesses get a step up in a crazy, chaotic world. Akiba Wolf Productions encompasses multiple areas of my life, including my gaming, art, and my small boutique. Answers to the following questions must be answered before you're granted permissions to join our server. Failure to answer these questions will see your application denied. Why do you want to join our server? Seriously, why? Why? Are you over the age of 18? Seriously. If you're not 18, please don't join, because we do curse a lot. Failure to abide by our server rules will see you removed. Are you okay with following the rules? And that's it. Literally three easy questions. They aren't hard to answer. And yeah, it's so easy to answer questions. But there's my server. It has less people than my Discord. My Discord actually has less people than most of my bigger servers did. But that's okay. Gilded isn't a platform that is very well known, and I have discovered that the unknown is something that is scary for a lot of people. So integrating your Discord server onto Guilded just sounds like a hassle. And it sounds like a bigger hassle to try and convince people to join. But there is so much about Guilded that is free. That Discord, you have to pay for Nitro every month. And with Nitro, it's a great thing to have. But if people aren't constantly boosting your server, you lose, access to a lot of functionality. You lose access to a lot of things that make your server your server. Whereas on Guilded, you don't have to pay a monthly fee. You don't have to pay a monthly subscription for access to certain features. There's a lot of wiggle room in how you create your server, what your server looks like, so on and so forth. And so to me, it's a better server option. It's a better chat option. I know when people were transitioning from Skype to Discord, there was a lot of kickback. A lot of people did not want to do that because Skype was obviously very familiar. A lot of people still do use Skype. I know my Skype is still very much alive and well. I just don't use it. That said, I was skeptical when I joined Discord, but then I did, and it was like, oh, this is great. This is so much fun. But then I realized, oh my god, this is also a hassle, because now I have to relearn everything. So, Guilded is one of those things where it's like, oh my god, this is a hassle, I have to relearn everything. And this is where having people who know what Guilded is, who know about Guilded, come into play. So, why is this doing this? I'm just checking to see something. But that is Guilded. If there's ever any questions about it, you're welcome to, more than welcome to ask me. I will try my best to answer your questions. If I can't, Hellion is the person to ask. He is 100% the person to go and talk to. Because again, like I said, he knows more about Guilded than I do, even though I joined shortly after he did. But Guilded caused my old computer to lag, so I didn't have a chance to really build my community, as the word goes. So that's why, I'm over here going, oh my god. So I am now going to disband this server, because this was just a test server. I'm not even going to bother copying. Just, we will disband it. There we go. Yes, I know the channel doesn't exist. You don't need to tell me. So this is also a nifty thing. This is my profile. And I love it. Like, I joined in 2021. So, I don't have many games. I do love Minecraft, though. This is all the servers I'm a part of. I have so many friends. Not. I don't have any applications to any servers yet, and I have no events. Although, I should do my birthday, because that is actually fast approaching. So, yeah. That's going to be a thing that I add a calendar to my server for. So, but there's Guilded. If you are curious as to how it works, just let me know, and I will try to answer as many questions as I can. Yeah. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later. I need a coffee. I'm not bright-eyed, nor am I bushy-tailed, and not having either of those is probably a bad thing. And I do have to get the fireplace going, because it is chilly out. So, I will talk to everybody later. And if you need to, you can refer back to this video at any given point. Like I said, it'll forever be here. So, and again, if you have questions, feel free to ask. All right, everybody, I will talk to you later. Bye.